Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Illuminance 4K screen paint using ambient light rejection technology. Gain times 8. I want you to show you the environment. You can see how bright it is. We just don't have a little light just sitting over here in the corner over here. We have the entire room illuminated. Plenty of light coming in through the windows and my green curtains right here. And as you can see, my screen is producing a 100% black level. Now this right here is called a LED black level test. Now the background of this demonstration is black, and then you'll see the little flowers pop around it just to show you exactly that the screen is pulling in 100% contrast level, not a gray or not a kind of a dim kind of dirty white, but a real black contrast level. And this is something that a gray screen or even dark screen or white screen cannot give you. Even though they may tell you that they can do this, they can't. And as I said before, they will always keep the environment and a nice dark environment or dim environment just to prove that the product can pull off contrast when it actually can't. Now this is a demonstration I guarantee you will not be redone due to the fact that the screen cannot produce a black background. All right, so first things first, grab my phone over here. I have my video set up and let's begin. Now, the image that's projecting on our screen is black. And the reason why it's coming up black because our screen is producing a black image. If anyone were to tell you that a gray screen or a light gray screen, even a white screen can produce contrast, it cannot do it. Now, if I were to do this demonstration on any one of those screens I just mentioned, the background would not come up black. And you can see how much ambient light is in contact with the screen. Now, in order for a gray screen or a white screen or any other screen that's actually not black, in order for them to be able to match this demonstration, that background behind these flowers would have to be jet black. If it comes up any other color, then it's not giving you true contrast. Now see the images are shown at white. I like this test because it shows how high our white levels are and it's showing true contrast at the same time. Do it again. And as you can see in the video demonstration, the background's black and it's showing off the white image. Like I said, doing this in a fully lit environment, there's no little bits of light peppered out through the environment. Let's do one of the demonstrations that a lot of those lighter screens will stay away from, which is the star field demonstration. Now you see how bright the back of my wall is? See how well lit it is? You can see everything in the environment. This is how well lit the environment should be. And now let's show you the white levels. Now, as I said before in our demonstrations, our white levels will never be as high as a white screen, because a white screen is always going to have insane white levels because the screen is insane. Because the screen is white. Just like a white screen will never have the ability to produce contrast. Now, same thing goes with a light gray screen. A light gray screen cannot produce a pure white level, and it cannot produce a contrast because the white screen will always be brighter than the white screen will always be brighter than the light gray screen. And it'll mix up there for a minute. Now, when we do our white levels, we always do our white levels against other black screens, and this is very important because we know that we have to show that our black screen paint, our black screens can produce a higher white level than another black screen. And that's why I can produce a contrast image in a fully lit environment without the screen washing out or fading. And when we do demonstrations against other black screens, and keep in mind, like I said, when I have companies that are buying into my company, they're buying a lot of paint from us, they want to know what is the difference between our black screens and another black screen. Well, I have demonstrations on live, I've done demonstrations on recording, showing that, hey, this is the difference. Our screens can produce a higher and brighter white level. And keep in mind, when you're doing an OLED demonstration, backgrounds are always black. And if you look at the environment tells the entire story. Now, usually screens that do not produce good contrast and have very poor ambient light rejection technology, or ARL technology, these screens will stay in a form of dark or ambient light controlled environment. It cannot be in environments like this because the screen will actually start to show its flaws. Phone's been a little busy all day, doing a lot of demonstrations. I'm helping out a customer right now. They're working on a customized, doing a project, and I'm helping them out with the project. Just to give an idea how insane the white levels are. Let's grab something that's really quick. There we go, it's better. You can see how bright the white levels are. Now see, those contrasts, they call black level tests. You won't see a gray screen doing that demonstration. They will skip over that demonstration. And I've noticed that when we do demonstrations on that level, that they will skip over certain demonstrations and only stick to the ones that they feel comfortable within their zone. See how well lit the environment. We have light coming through already. How bright and beautiful the colors are. And as you can see, it's not oversaturated. And this is one of the problems I have with black screens too. Oversaturation with too much contrast where images just come up dirty and dingy. And that's something you have to deal with because our screens produce a very high white level. Look how beautiful the skin tones are. Now watch when it comes to the white levels. Now see, when we do demonstrations on showing off our black screens versus other black screens, if you're curious to those demonstrations, I will post those links below. But when you see us doing demonstrations on that level, I can't understand why when it comes to a gray screen or a white screen, how come they don't do side-by-side demonstrations of their gray screens or white screens next to a black screen, showing off their screen's contrast capability. Keep in mind, as I said before, any white screen, any gray screen, it's going to have the ability to produce high white levels, which means it's going to have the ability to produce higher and brighter colors. So the flaws of these screens is contrast. So the best way to show that your screen can produce real contrast levels is to test it against a black piece of paper. Now I've done white levels against black screens and, like I said, black screen paint and so forth, just to show you what you're really getting when it comes to white levels. but it's already proven that a white screen or gray screen will produce high white levels. That's already a given. The one thing they should be trying to show you that how well are the contrast levels, which means they should be doing demonstrations next to a black surface. And the reason why they will not do that demonstration is because if they did the star field demonstration, you would see it right from the door. I go back a minute and show you this right here. Look how beautiful the white levels are. This is how incredible this technology is. This is how beautiful the white levels are. And this is one of the brightest black screen paints on the market. This is something clearly a gray screen cannot do, or white. They will never pass this demonstration because, like I said, the background in this test demonstration is black. So they have to be able to show off a black background, and they can't do it with lights on. Hold this a minute. Just want you to see for a moment how much light I have here in the environment. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I gotta go. Thank you all for your time, and God bless. And when it comes to true black technology, our screen paint is the best way to go, or screen paint and screens. Thank you all for your time, and God bless.